Alright, we're going to talk about the Babadook here. Very quickly. It's probably long, but this is one I need to do for my scream and shout ranking there. So, the Babadook. So I was introduced to this by my friend Eric, who I mentioned on the channel before. And he's like, dude, you gotta see this. And so I rented it on Blu-ray from Family Video, which is where I bought this DVD, by the way. And after I watched it, I liked it. I liked it. Everybody is praising this. Oh my god, it's so creepy. There are creepy moments in it. Oh my god, the commentary on grief is fantastic. There is good commentary on grief. You can say that maybe this this whole thing maybe just in their heads, and in her head, she's going through grief, and to defeat the monster, she has to process that grief. Yes, I get that. But, especially on rewatching this again, I about jumped out the fucking window. And don't get me wrong, the special effects are good. The Babadook itself is really creepy. It's the stuff of nightmares. It's to the point where if I watch this at night in the dark, probably would have been more effective, and I probably would have to close my closet at night when I go beddy bites. But the kid, fucking kid. Look, I understand they're supposed to both be going through trauma, but what trauma does the kid have other than, like, okay, he's not going through the same trauma. So what happened was almost 7 years prior, while on the way to the hospital, the mom, played by Essie Davis, and the dad, they got in a car accident. The dad died, and then she gave birth to her son. Because of that, she's pushed her son away. She doesn't hug him. She doesn't show him any affection. So he's become sort of a brat, annoying kid that's just annoying and telling people, oh, my dad is dead, and he just had this happen. And it's, And then one night, they find a book called Mr. Babadook, and it creeps the mom out to the point where she puts it away. And then eventually they go back to it, and she burns it, she rips it apart, but you can't get rid of it. And yes, the Babadook is supposed to be a metaphor for the suppressed trauma, not dealing with it. And because it says, the more you push through it, the more it'll come. Yeah, it's supposed to be that suppressed trauma. But there's some real unsettling, creepy moments with the Babadook that really work in this. And I'll give it to Essie Davis. She is fantastic. I've heard some people call this Oscar-worthy, and I can't disagree with that. Her performance is really good. However, the kid. I understand what they were trying to go for with the kid. Alright, what's his name? Sam, I think? I don't know. But, to me, he's the worst part of the film. And I wouldn't say he's a bad actor, but he just comes across like a spoiled fucking brat. And, that kind of goes with the story of the film, because or not a spoiled brat, but just a brat, because he's not embraced. He's not hugged. He's not, wanted it anyway. Which also brings up the question that if she associates the kid with her trauma, her husband's death, why wouldn't she put him up for an adoption? Wouldn't that be the ultimate pushing away of the trauma? Just give up for adoption? I'm not saying do that, but, I'm just saying. Because every time she looks at him, every time he has a birthday, she's going to keep going back to that day where her husband died. And you see that, her dealing with it by pushing everything down in the basement. And then at the end of the film, what's down in the basement? The Babadook. So there is that, the ending is weird though, because Babadook is basically living in their basement. There's good moments, like when the Babadook impersonates the dad and says, I want the kid, give me the kid. And yeah. And generally that first phone call when you hear, Duke, goosebumps all over my body the first time I watched it. This time, I kind of laughed. But, that's, now that I'm reviewing movies, I'm a little more privy to the goofiness of stuff, and it made me laugh a little bit. But, it's by all means not a bad film. I think it's pretty good. Said a lot in this a little over 5 minutes. But, performances are pretty good, especially Essie Davis. The kid, not so much. Whoever is in the Babadook makeup and stuff is really good. And then when they do a little thing on the ceiling, that's pretty cool. I know that's like digital and stuff because you can't really do that with humans. But done really well. But yeah, I don't know, I guess this is a bit of a short review. There's not much to talk about. I'm not going to go through the whole plot with this because it's just, after they find the book, it's jump scare, oh my god, no, it's a coat. Stuff like that. But there is some legitimate creepy moments. Also, I want you to watch this movie for yourself. So that's why this is going to be a shorter review. Because I want you to watch this for yourself. I've kind of spoiled some things, but not really. I'm going to say minor spoilers on this video, because I'm just going to say spoilers because it's hard to figure out. But yeah, I do recommend this. I'm going to give it a middle of the road. I think this is sitting in the middle of the road for me because it's a good movie, but I can't bring myself to give it a pretty good because it's not one I would watch often. So I'm going to say it's a middle of the road movie for me. So what are your thoughts on the Babadook? Leave me in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.